Estamos de volta. Estou aqui querendo-te. Sinal voltando. Tudo online? Tudo beleza? Todo mundo vivo no chat? Deu uma bugada aqui no meu estúdio, que ele tá dizendo ainda que tá desconectado, mas tá conectado, que eu sei, porque eu tô vendo o sinal na página da Twitch. E o meu aplicativo tá dizendo que eu tô online. Estamos me vendo? Oi, beleza? Então, o que eu estava dizendo antes de ser tão rudemente desconectado? Obrigado, internet, que funciona muito bem, mas às vezes dá umas biruteada. Comida, né? 2 calorie mates e 3 gaiolas. Vamos falar sobre elas mais tarde. Backpack. O que temos aqui de equipamento? Nós temos faca de sobrevivência. Uma faca de lâmina grande para operações de campo. Pode ser usada para derrotar inimigos sem fazer barulho. Mark 22. Uma versão para operações especiais modificada da Mark 22. Uma arma tranquilizante equipada com supressor desenvolvido pela Marinha. Porque ela usa um mecanismo de tranca de deslizamento para maior capacidade de supressão. Só pode ser disparada uma vez antes de recarregar. Abra a janela e pressione X para conectar o supressor. É isso aí, né? Essa daqui é fruto de eu ter jogado na dificuldade Very Easy, que o arquivo salvo carregou com Very Easy. A Easy Gun, que parece, mas não é uma arma que tá quebrada. A Easy Gun, uma arma tranquilizante com supressão desenvolvida especialmente para Fox. A supressão é construída dentro da própria arma, também equipada com uma mira laser interna. Quando equipada, a sua estamina se recupera mais rápido e mantém o índice de camuflagem bem alto, e elimina barulho de passos. E aí, Adson? Acabamos de voltar de uma queda de sinal. A live caiu, mas estamos aqui. Single Action Army. Um revólver de 6 tiros calibre 45. Equipe em primeira pessoa e pressione X para mirar com precisão. Use também o analógico para fazer truques. Truquinhos. Vamos fazer uns truquinhos. Como uma arma reduz o barulho do espaço do portador? Simples. Hideo Kojima disse que pode. A Patriota. Uma pistola de assalto desenvolvida para boss. Usa munição de 5.56mm vezes 45. O mecanismo de alimentação dentro do tambor tem o formato do infinito. Microfone direcional. Um microfone direcional de alta performance. Detecta som na direção em que ele é apontado. Pode ser usado para detectar passos de inimigos distantes e outros sons que seriam fracos demais para ser ouvidos. Bem-vindo de volta, Ricardo. Vamos ver os itens. Ué? Eu não posso ver a descrição dos itens que nem eu vejo com a arma? Sem graça. Ah, posso ver com L2, tá bom. Pílula da morte falsa. Pílula de espionagem desenvolvida pela CIA. Pode causar uma morte temporária. Use com o botão X na janela. Pílula de ressurreição. Ah, não, burro. Já vou ver, calma aí. Binóculos. Binóculos militares permitindo reconhecimento longa distância. Charutos. Viciantes e fazem mal para a sua saúde. Quem vai impedir? Pílula de ressurreição. Sensor antipessoal. Vibra quando detecta forma de vida. Equipa para usar, consome bateria. Detecção de movimento. Sensor que detecta movimento de objetos. Não detecta objetos parados. Sonar. Detecta animais com ondas de som. Câmera. Pressione bolinha para tirar fotinho. Camuflagem stealth. Ative quando equipado. Pode enganar o olho do inimigo, ajudando você a se esconder. Como eu falei no começo da live, eu tenho esses itens, eu vou tentar não usar eles a menos que seja muito necessário. Mas já vamos deixar eles equipados. Se o usuário consome uma pílula que deixa a pessoa em animação suspensa, como que ele faz para tomar a outra pílula de ressurreição? Pois é, foi pensando nisso que eles meteram a pílula dentro do dente da pessoa, né? Mas a pergunta maior é como é que ele morde uma pílula que foi colada no molar da pessoa? E como é que essa pílula é infinita? Isso que é mais importante. Camuflagem. Temos vários tipos. Pelado. Pelado, com a mão no bolso. Eu acho que esse daqui não pode mais usar, né? É politicamente incorreto. Cancelem ele! Cancelem o Snake! Agora sim, cancelem o Snake. Ele tava fantasiado de idiota. Ele é brasileiro. Ele não desiste nunca. Agora sim, cancelem ele. Eu juro que tinha um lutador de luta livre ou alguma coisa assim que tinha uma cara parecida com essa. Honda. Qual é a praticidade de usar essas camuflagens de bandeira? Eu adoraria saber. Ah, esse aí é aquele personagem da Valiant Comics, né? America! Fuck yeah! We're coming today to save the motherfucking day! America! Fuck yeah! Tá, chega de palhaçada, vai. Pelado, com a mão no bolso. A maioria dessas camuflagens é igual, sabe? Não tem muito sentido de eu usar elas. Camuflada de chocolate. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Olha, tô fantasiado de Minecraft. Sou um ninja. Agora eu tô fantasiado de soldado genoma do Metal Gear Solid original. Legal essa roupa. O nome é Bond. James Bond. Huh? Eu tenho quase certeza que essa não é a roupa que o Volgin usa. Eu tenho quase certeza. Ah, inimigos da União Soviética vão hesitar em atacar. Cobre perfeitamente em qualquer ambiente. O que é DPM? Dano por minuto? Nem me pergunte o que é um Flecktarn. Câmera australiana? Uau! O tom homoerótico do jogo acabou de ficar ainda pior. Vamos lá. Jacarezinho, avião, jacarezinho, avião, cuidado com o bicho. A propósito, a qualquer momento que vocês quiserem que eu ligue pra algum dos auxiliares pra ouvir as conversas deles, é só falar. Porque se depender de mim, eu vou acabar esquecendo de ligar pra eles.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face.
Como é que eu tô carregando tantas
Choosing
mudas de roupa
camouflage
dentro da
that blends in
mochila?
with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding
Bolsa da
area.
Hermione já era realidade pra
The higher
CIA.
the value, the harder you are to
Verdade.
spot, and vice versa.
Será que o Dumbledore não era um agente da CIA e a gente não sabia?
Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Do jeito que eles estão indo com os filmes do Animais Fantásticos, daqui a pouco vão revelar que o Dumbledore era agente da CIA. Aproveitando, melhor a gente fazer o primeiro save do jogo, né?
Saving the game, Snake? Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla?
Godzilla!
No, what is it?
It's a movie. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, huh? Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
I know. So then what happened?
Porra,
Godzilla's
Snake!
immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Shirazawa develops a new type of weapon, but meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in its path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version, too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious
Olha,
anti-message
o filme original não era mindless fun. O filme original era quase filme de terror.
That's too bad.
Well, if you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America, too.
Why's that?
2004 will be Godzilla's 50th
E eles
birthday.
celebraram com Godzilla Final
Still
Wars.
making Godzilla movies then?
Of course.
Everybody loves
Everybody
Godzilla.
Loves Godzilla.
You sure know a lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie-watching type, are you?
Not really.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.
Na fuça! Tô vendo lá longe o cara. Deixa eu puxar o detector de movimento. Oi. Por pouco essa. Vira pro outro lado, cidadão. Aham. A cara de safado que o Snake faz nessa hora quando ele vê a colmeia. Tem um soldado ali, né? Pera aí. Deixa eu me posicionar. Esperar aqueles soldados que estão lá chegarem aqui. E daí eu dou um chega pra lá neles. Porque eles estão andando bem devagarinho, sabe? Como se estivessem cruzando uma ponte incrivelmente perigosa. Você teria coragem de correr por uma ponte dessa daqui? Eu não. E fica pulando ali, né? Vai, tem um cara lá que tá indo pra trás. Droga. Vai ficar só esses dois então, não tem problema. Só deixar ele chegar bem pertinho. Isso, chega bem pertinho, fininho. Run, motherfucker, run! Ai. Temos um problema. Só que não. Parece, né? Hey, Dutch. XM16E1. Medo. E chegaram mais soldados. Tchau pra ti. How was your day, Dutch? Not really. Very calm day.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This
O
place
jeito que ele tá falando. Ranger.
I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful.
Your mission is
Your
to bring
mission is to bring
Sokolov back alive.
He must not be exposed to any kind of danger.
Do not approach
Do not
Sokolov while
approach
in the alert
Sokolov while in the
phase.
alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is...
Sorry for
Sorry
being so
for being
late.
so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Minha pontaria é muito boa, né? Uma shotgun.
Who's that? What's wrong?
Eu não vi que tinha um guarda ali. Shotgun! Eu poderia fazer isso de olhos fechados, mas eu não vou.
You must be Sokolov.
Sokolov, Brian
One of
Cummings.
Vulcan's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a
I
message
have a
from him.
message from him.
What is it?
He said
He
to tell
said
you,
to
sorry
you,
for being so
being
late.
so late.
Did he now?
Sokoda!
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of GRU. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt. Never heard of him.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West.
É incrivelmente apropriado que a gente esteja jogando esse jogo considerando a situação atual com o Putin, né não? Será que esse jogo foi censurado na Rússia?
Agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem.
Brinquinho, hein?
Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Como é que um monóculo fica
Leave it to me.
preso no olho da pessoa? Encaixa. By the way, your Russian is superb. Durante toda essa conversa, nós estávamos falando russo.
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Tão otimista ele, né? Tão cheio de esperanças pela vida dele como soldado nesse momento da carreira dele, né? Tão ingênuo, sem saber o que viria.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
No one spotted me.
I see.
Esse diálogo muda dependendo se você é ou não é visto.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Mangolão. Pô, o que você tá fazendo, Sokolov? Tu é mestre do Hadouken e não falou pra gente? Ele tá tentando fazer um Hadouken! Ele é aquele refém do Metal Slug aqui da Hadouken.
Freeze!
So this is the legendary boss.
Eu reconheceria essas botas de longe.
We meet at last.
Antes de falarem qual era o nome dele, eu já tinha adivinhado quem ele era, sem nem ter jogado nenhum Metal Gear Solid
What's a
antes.
crew soldier doing here?
Soldier?
Não, não é de BDSM.
He's the Ocelot commander.
That's Major Ocelot to you.
And don't you forget it.
And don't you forget it.
Ocelot. Josh Keaton. O Homem-Aranha é o Ocelot.
Now get out of here.
And Ocelot
lets
never
his
lets his
prey
prey escape.
What?
Azul, tá legal. Deixa comigo, assim que aparecer, assim que chegou a hora da cena. Não tem como levar ele a sério, né? Já não basta ele fazer esse teatrinho todo, ele ainda me faz esse miadinho.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
GRU operatives?
What is that stance? Huh. That gun.
O Ocelot acha que ele é vilão de James Bond?
If you're not the boss, then die.
Owned! Turned down for what?
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Pra soldados de elite, esses daí são bem vagabundo, né? Cuidado! Ele tem uma arma tranquilizante! Acertou no braço, demora, né? Ah, não vai não. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Amor à primeira vista. Ou melhor, amor à primeira pancada, né?
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov, too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Todo mundo imobilizado, tudo bonito. O que poderia dar errado? Não, eu não vou fazer a piada do paradoxo temporal. Não vou fazer não. Ah, mas aproveitando que estamos aqui, né? Pera aí. Ah, eu só tenho cogumelos normais. A gente quase não usou a paramédica até agora. Vamos ligar pra paramédica, vamos.
I see you've got yourself a Baltic hornet's nest. Baltic hornets are a variety of hornets that inhabit that area. The difference between them and other hornets is that they produce honey in their nests. Inside the nest are larvae, pupa, and adults. You can eat them all. In particular, the honey you find inside the nest is delicious and full of nutrients. It's easy to digest and helps pep you up when you're feeling tired. In short, it's the perfect survival food. Honey can also be used as a burn ointment. When honey is applied to a burn, it creates a protective coating over the
Legal.
skin. When you knock down a
Se alguém
hornet's
se queimar,
nest, a
pega
burn
mel.
ointment will appear along with it, so don't forget to pick it up. Of course, the hornets aren't going to give up their nest without a fight. If you knock a nest down, a large swarm of hornets will come flying out, so be careful.
A little bit late to tell me that, huh?
By the way, Snake,
What?
what was that little lecture back there?
Lecture?
You were instructing the GRU commander, weren't you? Something about the first round or his hand?
Yeah.
What was that supposed to mean?
Well, whenever he put a new clip in his gun, he'd always load the first round by hand, whether there was a round left in the chamber or not.
Uh-huh.
It's a technique they teach in the Middle East. By making sure there's always a round in the chamber, you eliminate the risk of pulling the trigger
faz
when having
sentido.
to fire. He must have heard about it from someone or read it somewhere. In any case, he probably wanted to try it out for himself. And he was obviously motivated by vanity to show off his new technique. That's when you make mistakes. The battlefield is an unforgiving place. The only techniques you can rely on are the ones you've mastered through experience and practice.
Uh-huh. And what were you saying about him being more suited to revolvers?
When he fired, he was bending his elbow sharply to avoid the recoil. It looked like he wasn't aware he was doing it, but that habit can be either a fatal flaw or a gift.
What do you mean?
Automatic weapons use recoil to operate, so if you don't let the recoil hit you, it interferes with the operating cycle of the gun. Basically, he shouldn't be trying to avoid the impact like that. But with a revolver, there's no need to let the recoil hit you. Just the opposite. Avoiding the recoil lets you reduce the strain on your hand and arm. That kid might just be handy with a high-caliber revolver.
Handy? Are you listening to yourself?
What do you mean?
He's the enemy. Why are you giving him advice? Snake.
I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't help but point it out to him.
Snake, are you all right?
Yeah.
Eu me pergunto se o motivo pelo qual o Snake deu o conselho pro Ocelot é porque o Snake pensou na boss dando conselho pra ele.
I see you found some Siberian ink cap mushrooms. The Siberian ink cap is a mushroom from the ink cap family. Its life cycle is transitory. As soon as the spores mature, the cap starts to turn black, liquefy, and melt away.
And that's why they call it
Ainda não.
That's right. It doesn't really turn to liquid, but you get the idea. In its immature state, before it melts away, it's valued as a source of food. Just be sure not to eat them while you're drinking alcohol.
Why's that?
Ink caps contain coprin, which inhibits the function of aldehyde dehydrogenase.
Quê?
This prevents the body from breaking down alcohol, causing a buildup of acetaldehyde.
Meaning?
Meaning it will give you the hangover from hell.
Oh. Wait a minute.
What?
You think I'd drink alcohol in the middle of a mission?
Wouldn't you?
Hell no.
Well, I'm knocking a shot back now.
What?
Just teasing you.
Adorei a indignação do Snake.
Where's your sense
What?
of humor?
I need a drink.
A indignação dele. What?
I see you found a Yabloko Maloko.
Uma o quê?
Diablo, what now?
Yabloko Maloko. It's a Russian name that roughly translates as milk apple.
Então por que não chama
It's
de
a
milk
type
apple?
of star apple. The juice is thick and sweet, like milk, hence the name. And if you cut one in half lengthwise, you'll see a star-shaped ring radiating out from the center.
Hence the star apple.
Right. The star-shaped part has a gelatinous texture and is said to be especially tasty.
Sounds useful.
You're welcome.
For once.
Did you say something?
No, back to the mission.
That area is home to the Reticulated Python. The Reticulated Python is said to be the longest snake in the world. The biggest ones can grow up to 10 meters in length. Although they're not poisonous, they're still very dangerous, so be careful around them. They have a highly ferocious temperament, and they can swallow whole, even large animals like deer and pigs. Their most distinguishing
Ele não
feature
é
is the mesh
tecnicamente
pattern of their
prequel.
scales.
Ele é
This pattern acts as a
prequel.
highly effective natural camouflage. If you think there might be a reticulated python,
É o jogo que se passa mais antigamente na linha do tempo de Metal Gear Solid. É o primeiro jogo na cronologia.
It's a huge snake, but you should be able to capture it alive by using the tranquilizer gun. I'll bet if you capture one and throw it at an enemy, it'll give him a good scare.
Right.
But how do they
How do they
taste?
taste?
Huh?
Do they taste good?
You're actually going to eat one.
Why else would I be asking?
Canibal.
What was that?
Nothing. Let's see what the guide says.
Por que eu sou
Ah, you're
canibal?
luck. It says they taste pretty good.
Pra eu ser canibal, eu tenho que comer um humano, não uma cobra. Acorda, paramédica. Quem foi que te treinou?
That area is home to the Sunda whistling
É o quê?
thrush. The Sunda whistling thrush is a
Passarinho.
bird native to Java and Sumatra. It's distinguished by its large blue body and long beak. It really stands out in the forest. If you're aiming to catch one alive, use the tranquilizer gun.
Got it.
Então,
So,
How does it taste?
yeah,
I don't know.
you don't know.
The guide doesn't say. I guess there's no reason you couldn't eat them.
Oh, I see.
But it's nice and plump, so I'm sure it'd make a hearty
eu
meal.
imagino,
That's a good point.
eu imagino a paramédica ouvindo o Snake perguntando sobre as coisas que ele pode comer e pensando: esse cara é doente.
I see you have a calorie mate.
Calorie mate.
The thing you're holding now?
Oh, the little block that looks like a cookie?
Try it, it's pretty good.
Okay. But what is this thing? Never seen anything like it.
Calorie Mate is an energy supplement that contains all the proteins, lipids, vitamins, carbohydrates, and minerals needed for a balanced diet. It's a well-balanced food. Because of that, it's just perfect for giving your body the nutrition it needs in combat.
It sounds like a space-age food.
Real astronaut food is not very good, but that should taste fine.
Yeah, and it'll help balance out all this jungle food I'm eating.
It's easy and quick to eat, so it's perfect when you're running late for an important mission in the morning.
I've never been late for a mission.
Really? Aren't you always keeping people waiting?
Kept you waiting,
It's easy
huh?
to keep track of your calorie intake and receive the nutrition your body needs, so it's good for losing weight, too. All of the geisha girls in Japan use it for watching their calories.
Is that why they're all so slim?
Eu não sei.
Right. And any diet where you eat nothing at all is bad for the body.
I see. You seem to know a lot about Japan, don't you?
Yes, I love Japan.
Otaka! Otaka!
The gauge below your life gauge is your stamina gauge. It shows
Eu vou fazer eles falarem todos os diálogos até a gente ficar sem nada pra
As
falar.
you consume stamina, your natural life regeneration is slowed, and your hands shake more. Your O2 gauge and grip gauge also become shorter. Excessively low stamina can often impede your mission objectives. Make sure you replenish stamina
Paramedic
before
don't take
that occurs.
showers.
Eat food to recover stamina. Capture plants and animals to get food. I have information on the local plants and
Não
animals.
tem
so
não,
don't
você não
hesitate
disse
to
qual era o
ask.
sabor do passarinho.
Snake, there are rats living in that area. The rats in that area are the descendants of wild Norway rats that were domesticated by humans as pets and
Sério?
wild animals. They're not poisonous, and I don't think they'll attack you, but they're quick little creatures, so you might have a hard time catching one.
So how do they taste?
Snake,
What?
they're rats.
I know what they are. Do they taste okay?
The guide says they're not that bad.
Good enough for me.
Coitada da paramédica, ela só sofre.
To take a rest, all you have to do is save and exit the game. The next time you load your save data and continue the game, your stamina and life will have recovered. How much they recover depends on how long of a rest you take.
So the longer I rest, the more I'll recover.
That's right. If you're so exhausted that you don't even have the strength to find food, save the game and take a rest and you'll be back on your feet.
I hope that never happens.
So do I. But you never know. Just don't forget, okay?
I won't.
Snake,
Tá,
there are
esse aí tu já falou. Major Tom, tem alguma coisa pra falar?
Snake, stay alert. The KGB and GRU both have their sights set on Sokolov. GRU is a military espionage outfit, the intelligence wing of the Soviet Defense Ministry's General Staff Office. It competes with the KGB, which is under the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and the two are always watching each other.
Never let the left hand know what the right hand is doing.
Exactly. Now, added to that rivalry, there's a vicious power struggle going on between the Khrushchev faction and the anti-Khrushchev
Vem cá,
faction.
ô Major Zero.
Khrushchev is
Você não sabia disso. Eu é que descobri isso. Por que você tá me dando informação?
That's the idea. The two factions are fighting over Sokolov. We're
É o
in an
Snake que descobriu
extremely
isso.
dangerous
Como é que
situation.
você sabe disso, Major?
that.
Get Sokolov out of there safely. He must not be turned over to the KGB or to the GRU. Sokolov took off in the direction of the rope bridge. Get after him. Hurry!
Sem resposta. Ok. Vamos lá. Ah, pera aí, aproveitar que hoje é diferente. Sim, hoje é diferente, órgão. Eu faço sempre 2 dias pra cada jogo. Hoje estamos de Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake Eater. Mas pode ficar aqui se quiser. Não precisa vir só nas lives de mecha. Ok, então. Vamos provar as comidas que o Snake tem. Vamos provar o Yablocomoloco.
Not so great. Disgusting. I want some more. Delicious.
Então, basicamente, o Snake adorou o Calorie Mate, detestou o cogumelo. Ah, é, eu esqueci de ver a... Como é que eu faço pra ver... Ah, eu não posso ver ainda o histórico médico, né? Eu preciso destrancar a opção de tratamento médico primeiro. Tecnicamente tem mecha em Metal Gear Solid. Tecnicamente, né?
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best crew has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Uh-oh.
Look.
Olha o nosso mecha.
That's what they were making you build.
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain.
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
Shagohod.
Is that thing finished?
No. This is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
Meio apressado esse teste, né? Apenas 2 fases de treino.
If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the
The end of the Cold War.
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A World War.
World War.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
Começo de um sonho. Deu tudo errado. Sokolov sou eu agora. Quem é que se escora numa corda de uma ponte dessas? A gente fica centralizado com as mãos dos 2 lados pra tentar andar retinho. The boss, Laurie Allen. Boss.
Boss?
É.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Hornets?
Vespa, Homem-Aranha! Nessa hora eu agradeço que eu não tô jogando isso daqui com o fone, com o som entrando pelo fone. Imagina ficar ouvindo zumbido de Vespa nessa hora. É, porque eu não tô ouvindo o som do jogo pelo fone, tô ouvindo pela TV. É que como o microfone fica aqui, né?
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back.
Loro! Loro che biscoito!
Now that all 5 of us are together,
Loro!
it's time we go to the depths
Loro
of
che
hell itself.
biscoito! Loro! Loro che biscoito!
It's raining blood.
Hallelujah, it's raining blood.
Is he crying?
Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
Kuwabara.
Kurama Hiei Yusuke. Kurama Hiei Yusuke. Kurama Hiei Yusuke. Genkai, Genkai, Genkai.
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Vogan, New Ross.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras.
He has not
He
yet
has
found
not
an
yet
emotion
found
to
an
carry
emotion
into
to
battle.
carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Gun blocked.
He's seen my face. Can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished.
Você não é o Wolverine. Para de brincar com balinha.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
Jack, não seja idiota. Titubeou. Esqueceram de manter o corpo dele girando enquanto ele caía, né? Ele claramente estava girando enquanto caía. Ele devia ter seguido girando, não caído que nem uma pedra.
Are we done here?
Now, on to Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Boss. Nossa, o Shagohod. Como é que esse negócio ainda tá funcionando depois de ter molhado? Né?
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can
Como
you
é que ele sabe? Como é que ele sabe? A gente não falou nada pra ele.
Wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and
Eu acho que
it'll all
o
be
Kojima
over before
esqueceu
you know.
que isso aqui não é o sistema de codec que eles estão monitorando os sinais vitais.
Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss.
A boss, ela defecou.
Infected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment.
Ok.
Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to
Eu
help
tenho
the
um
recovery
corte
process.
no meu braço. Como eu
To
vou
treat a bone
tratá-lo?
fracture, first secure
Já
the affected
sei!
area
Vou
with the
usar a
fastener
faca!
and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal
Não precisa fazer na ordem que eu falei. Pode se usar em qualquer ordem. O jogo não tá nem aí.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Eu já vou. Mas primeiro... Estão vendo... ali? Aquele esqueleto ali? É um easter egg pra quem já jogou. Vamos lá. Corte profundo, sangrando, sem bandagem, sem desinfecção. Desinfecção é bom. Tá, então desinfetante. Estíptico pra parar o fluxo de sangue. Sutura pra costurar e bandagem. Mesma merda. Como eu disse, dá pra fazer em qualquer ordem. Osso quebrado. Osso quebrado. Isso vai doer. Isso vai doer. Ai, que horror. E onde foi parar a bandana da bosta? Tá aí, na mão dele. E ele tá usando como tala improvisada.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Quais são as chances de que ele ia parar exatamente do lado de um cadáver, né? Quais são as chances? Eu não acho que esse é o jeito mais prático de transportar esse veículo, só dizendo. Boss. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Eu não acho que esse míssil cabe nesse canhão. Só dizendo.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Você viu ali a boca do Volgin? Ela tava assim.
Sokolov's woman.
Who is she?
She's a nice catch. I'll take her.
Mas tu não é putão?
Not so fast, my dear.
A kiss of
Kiss
death?
of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Spunk. Spunk. Spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility.
Eu não acho que... Ah, não, agora eu vi que como é que ele funciona, como é que ele encaixa.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
E aí, Fernando? Remember the Alamo. Como é que o Snake não precisou passar por desinfecção depois de ter levado um banho de radioatividade aí? Não é não? Pois é, por que ele não é um Radioactive Snake? Por que ele não virou mutante? Por que ele não ganhou superpoderes? Daí ele podia virar o próximo membro da unidade Cobra, com os superpoderes. Radioactive Snake. Vamos lá? Hora da cantoria. What a thrill. With darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'm out into you. What a fear in my heart. But you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you, Snake Eater. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you, Snake Eater. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater. Someday you go through the rain. Someday you feed on a tree frog. This ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see the life, I give my life, not for honor, but for you, Snake Eater. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you, Snake Eater. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater. Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. Melhor abertura, melhor abertura, não tem abertura melhor que essa. de nenhum outro Metal Gear. Uma semana depois, 11h30 da noite, 30 de agosto de 1964, espaço aéreo do Oceano Ártico.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point.
Como assim drone?
Drone oil pressure and voltage.
Isso aqui é 1960, como é que tem drone?
Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard.
Shepard, Snake, Shepard, Snake, Shepard, Snake, Shepard, Snake, Shepard, Snake. Não parece?
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to
Ha!
No. This Fox is still one step ahead of the house.
Ha!
The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox
Fox
to
die? Fox hound?
The situation has changed. You've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited.
Here,
Here.
have a cigar.
Have a cigar.
It's Cuban.
It's Cuban.
Deixa eu te matar pouquinho.
This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger.
Eles decidiram quando eles vão nos promover.
Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB-754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself.
Do you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard that.
I'm pretty much sure I'm being played by Marlon Brando.
Through Colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin? Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is
O
the
nome
Boss.
dela é a Boss.
She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her
Voyevoda.
as Voyevoda.
You mean the boss?
The Boss.
The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one.
Yep, that's the one.
And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The boss took 2 miniature.
Adoro que o Khrushchev tá repetindo as coisas só pra mostrar como é de ridículo o que tá sendo descrito.
For her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. Serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So,
The boss, with Colonel Logan's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as a gift when she defected. Then shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
O presidente Johnson não consegue agir que nem um idiota, né? Isso mesmo, eu realmente não sei de nada. Ele devia ter praticado junto com o Lula. Eu não sei de nada. Eu não sei de nada.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't
prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Boss.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I
Hello.
can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then,
Dois codebreakers, Game Shark e Game Genie. E não esqueça do Action Replay. O Action Replay foi muito importante na guerra.
Told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
You can't see me. Au, 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 au. Au, au. Au. Doeu.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you.
Será que nessa grama alta tem Pokémon bom? Não, acho que só tem Ekans e
Your mission
Arboks.
objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov.
Talvez
Find out
alguns
what's happened
ratatás.
to the Shagahod, then destroy it. And finally,
E
eliminate
ser Viper, talvez.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed
Operation Snake Eater.
Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagahod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my code name.
Turns out Tom wasn't the most
Tom
auspicious
wasn't the most
choice.
auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my code
I
name,
picked the
I
wrong
picked
one.
the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those
Dick,
3 tunnels
Harry,
were
and
Dick,
Tom.
Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was
Potter?
Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis.
Então é culpa sua, né, Major?
I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie.
Sabe, do tempo que não tinha DVD.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero.
Dá trabalho demais ficar mudando meu nome, vai.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From Square Zero.
Square Zero. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost
Vamos
forgot.
começar da estaca
Paramedic
zero.
is with us again on this mission.
Realmente
Is
zero.
this her last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same.
140.96.
140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr.
Seguinte. É o
An
seguinte.
expert on the latest
É o
in weapons and
seguinte.
equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password
Who
is...
are the Patriots?
Who are the Patriots?
Daddy-doo-dee-doo.
Lali-loo-lay-lo.
Daddy-doo-dee-doo.
Lali-loo-lay-lo.
Daddy-doo-dee-doo.
Gotcha.
Daddy-doo-dee-doo.
You've been
Daddy-doo-dee-doo.
equipped with a 45
Daddy-doo-dee-doo.
for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
Circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States
Quero ver
government.
alguém entender essa
It would be
referência.
necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent. The Khrushchev regime, at the very least.
Pelo jeito, o Cacoin era fã
Still a
de Metal
sneaking
Gear.
mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood.
Commencing
Operation
Snake
Snake
Eater.
Eater.
Mas primeiro, vamos revisar nosso equipamento. Uma M1911A1. Uma pistola automática de 45 que tem alta confiabilidade e poder de dano gigantesco. Tamanho do pente é de 7 balas. Bote o silenciador com um X, tá? Uma granada flashbang usada pela União Soviética. Ao detonar, produz um brilho intenso e um barulho alto, desorientando e nocauteando alvos humanos. E eles repuseram o nosso Calorie Mate. Ok. Vamos arrumar nossa camuflagem. Não, não, negão não. Não, não vale a pena a gente usar a camuflagem do Fear, porque a gente gasta estamina mais rápido. Vamos lá, Tiger Stripe então. Não perdeu muita coisa, Ricardo. Só perdeu a longa cutscene. Vamos lá. Vamos lá. Eu tô sendo furtivo e tudo mais, mas, tipo, não tem necessidade. Eu posso fazer tiroteio se o pessoal quiser. E eu posso usar munição letal também, não precisa ser só sonífero. Bah, eu acabei de perceber, eu tô usando a M19, né, mas eu não tenho nenhum, mas eu não tenho arma de arma tranquilizante. Só se eu usar a Easy. Bom, dizem que você pode comer um cavalo se tá com muita fome, né?
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
Não abaixa a arma, imbecil.
What are you doing here?
Eu adoro a sneaking suit da boss. E lá se foi a nossa pistola M19.
Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
Tipo, a maior parte do jogo é só o Snake apanhando, né?
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America.
Então, eu preciso perguntar, é assim que um projétil de metralhadora voa quando você atira ele? A bala vai girando desse jeito? Ou vai em linha reta? É uma dúvida sincera.
That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry.
It's raining, man.
The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Será que eu consigo atravessar a fronteira?
Why'd you defect?
Oh, e agora quem poderá me defender?
I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
Eu não sou leal a nada, boss. Nada exceto o sonho.
You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long.
Ai!
If we meet again, I'll kill you.
Você é fraco, te falta substância.
Go home.
Falta Tom Perro.
This is Snake.
Major Zero.
Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. That's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Ok. Eita. Pera aí.
What's this?
What is it?
HQ? HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Já ia fazer merda. Como demora pra porra do Caution passar?
Understood. Return to your position.
Deixa eu ver. Pra cá não tem ninguém. Pra cá não tem ninguém. Ninguém. Seguro, vambora. Como eu disse, eu vou evitar usar os itens de trapaça até eu precisar muito. Deixa eu mudar minha camuflagem. Ah, eu já tô na camuflagem melhor. É, burro! Bom, o positivo é que ele não conseguiu avisar ninguém. Deixa eu descer ali embaixo pra ver se não respawnou. Ui. Tem uma coisinha nova ali, pera aí. Granada de fumaça. Ai. Manhã! Legal. Conseguimos voltar pra fábrica. Só revisando aqui pra ver se não tem algum item que a gente possa pegar no caminho. Aqui tá tudo silencioso, não tem ninguém aqui. Ué? Não entendi. Só de faquinha. O Snake virou jogador de CS.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password.
Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me!
Answer me!
Tá atirando no sentido errado. Se a ideia é usar o coice pra ir disparando pra... Ah, não, tá certo. Tá certo. O coice vai atirando assim, tá certo, tá certo. Já ia falar besteira.
There is your answer.
Para a época, era um cabelo muito avançado. Eva, Suzette Minier. Snake! Snake! Pra cima! Olhos pra cima, Snake!
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
Ha 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 ha.
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Volgan is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were?
Yes.
Why?
Because I can do things he can't.
I heard you used to be a codebreaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a
Aparência
punch.
5,
Nice to
sedução
have him
5,
around by.
carisma 5.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even
Pois é,
that's
né?
hard to
Por
come
que
by.
um soldado da União Soviética teria uma pistola chinesa?
The one I've got for you is American made.
45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
3D IT.
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen.
Light's been
Slide's
reinforced. And the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is the original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long tight trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of the gun has been expertly crafted and customized. Pois é, eu ia dizer storyteller, falha minha. Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from.
O tesão do Snake pela
You
arma.
had this with you, didn't you? Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then.
Yes. He's being forced to continue his work on the shadow.
Ele nunca teve uma gostosa disposição. Claro que teve. Após,
They've got a whole
não era a
army of
disposição dele, mas ele
scientists
tinha.
developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the
Digo a
The
arma.
safest way in is from the rear. First, you'll need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area, and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave, and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse, and
Ele
you'll
nem tá
come
prestando
just
atenção.
south of the lab.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight. Right, let's get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
Eu não sou um jogo moderno. Não me mande descansar só porque eu joguei 1 hora.
You'll never make it in your condition. It's a jungle out there. There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information. Nothing more. You look disappointed. All right, then. I'll do something special for you. I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down.
Cock block.
What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
Gonna get that?
She's right, Snake. You should get
Como é que vocês estão ouvindo essas conversas? Como vocês estão ouvindo essas conversas?
Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally.
Como vocês estão ouvindo conversas que vocês não estão presentes? Isso aqui não é o codec, isso aqui é um rádio.
Just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Meu, tu tem uma cama, por que tu tá sentado em vez de deitado? Suspeito. Opa! Por que ela tirou a roupa?
What's the matter?
Pra que propósito ela tirou a roupa?
I see. 4 of them.
We've got company. It's the Ocelot unit. Let's get out of here. Hurry.
Snake, por que tu tá em cima da cama pra olhar pela janela? Olha pela janela que nem pessoa normal.
We can use this to get to the basement.
Que porão? Não tem porão aqui, ô porra.
Damn it. Ocelot. I'll get past them on my bike. I'll call you later.
Okay, I'll keep them busy. Huh?
Don't go dying on me now.
Ué, por que eu não posso descer também? E de novo, ela só me deu a arma normal, ela não me deu tranquilizante.
What's wrong? Where'd he go?
No saco! Vou usar minha camuflagem para alguma coisa que funcione melhor nesse ambiente. Ué, o que mudou a câmera? De onde foi que ele me viu? Essa camuflagem aqui não serviu.
There's nobody here.
Eu acho que ele tá no telhado, né? Peguei a caixa! Peguei a caixa! Aham, achei ele. Chega mais, quero ver. Vem cá, vem, filhinho. Vem cá, vem. Deixa eu dar mais um tiro. Ok. Deixa eu trocar a camuflagem de novo. Onde é que estão os outros dois? Achei. Na cabeça! Vamos revistar os cadáveres. Valeu. Nada mal. Até agora o jogo tá fluindo. Sem eu precisar usar nenhum item de cheat. Não precisei usar o stealth. Não precisei usar a easy gun.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Ocelot.
That's it. That's the stance. I don't think so. What? A female spy?
Que foi, Ocelot? Nunca meteu a mão nos peitos?
This bitch is wearing perfume. Stay where you are. I've had enough of your judo.
Judo.
I see you've got yourself
Single
a
action
single
army.
action army.
That's right. There'll be no accidents this time.
You call that an accident? Well, it wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been showing off.
What did you say?
It's a nice gun, I'll give you that. But the engraving gives you no tactical advantage whatsoever. Unless you were planning to auction it off as a collector's item. And you're forgetting one more very basic thing. You don't have
You
what
don't
it takes
have
to
what
kill
it
me.
takes to kill me.
We'll see.
Ocelot, tu me jura que tu esqueceu de carregar a porra do revólver? Eu não acho que essa moto é capaz desse movimento.
Six
shots. That thing only carries 6 shots. The Makarov carries 8. You have to get a feel for how many you have left. This is a high-class weapon. It's not meant for shooting people. Damn! Botou o contrário. This isn't over yet.
Don't.
Why?
He's still young.
Still young.
You'll regret stopping me. Damn it! I've got to get back before he does.
Eu não acho que ela poderia ter voado tão alto com aquela moto. Só dizendo. Ele é tecnicamente o Gilgamesh do jogo? Sim. Vamos comer algumas coisas aqui e talvez curar. Eu acho que eu levei dano. Não, não levei. Vamos comer alguma coisa aqui, vamos ver. Vamos comer uma Python reticulada. Credo. Justificando o título do jogo. Gostosa. Ração russa e Python das árvores verde. Vamos conhecer o Major Sigint. Major Sigint, ele não é Major.
Yo, you're Snake, aren't you?
And you're Sigint?
None other.
I heard that you're an expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Close.
I'm the expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
I'm the guy that designed your trank gun, active sonar, and motion detector.
Trank gun que eu não estou carregando no momento, você quer dizer?
Just send me a message and ask. Later. Hey, Snake, remember back at the abandoned factory when you whittled the grip of that 45 down?
Yeah.
I've never heard of a customization like that before. Why the grip?
To fit it with a knife.
A knife? You're gonna keep the knife and the gun both at the ready?
That's the idea.
Why would you want to do that?
Sometimes a knife works better in close proximity encounters. So I equip both at the same time. That way I can switch back and forth in an instant.
Badass.
Badass.
So that's that.
CQC.
Sounds like the Cobra unit's members' names came from the specific emotions they each carry into battle.
Emotions?
Yeah. For unbearable torment,
the
pain. For true oblivion, the end. For infinite rage, the fury. For absolute terror,
the fear.
And for unsurpassed bliss,
the joy.
The joy.
The joy?
It's another name for the boss, because of the joy she feels in battle, I suppose. During the war, she had a partner named the Sorrow. Sorrow and joy. They say there couldn't have been a more perfect pair. Snake, you said Eva said her Mauser was a Type 17, right?
Yeah, what about it?
That model was produced in the 1920s in a weapons lab in the Shaanxi province in China. The cartridge part sticks out lower than the original to accommodate 45 caliber rounds. The barrel and chamber are a little bit thicker too. But most telling of all, it's got Chinese characters engraved on both sides of the frame like you saw. And that firing stance Eva was talking about where you hold the gun horizontally, that's a trademark of the Chinese. Just like you were saying, when you're firing in full auto mode, the muzzle jump effect gives you a horizontal strafing motion. They say it's especially deadly in indoor and close-range mop-up actions. The Japanese called it bandit shooting and used to dread it. Makes you wonder where she learned to shoot like
Pois é, não é?
You know that army motorcycle that Eva was riding? That's a replica of a German model.
A replica?
Nesse ponto a gente só tá vendo conversas de codec de comunicador por causa que já tá perto da hora de terminar a live.
And then they took it back with them and started producing replicas?
Exactly. Originally, that motorcycle was designed to be used with a sidecar attached. That means it's got enough power to drag a 200-plus pound sidecar around.
So that's how she could pull off all those crazy
Legal, o
stunts.
jogo deu a justificativa
Of course, it takes a lot of skill to be able to control that much
de por
power.
que a moto
That
era
Eva chick is
absurda.
something else. The Davy Crockett's that the boss took with her when she defected are mortars that fire nuclear warheads. They're named after Davy Crockett, the hero who died defending the Alamo in the Texan War of Independence.
Remember the Alamo.
That's right. The warheads are equivalent to between 10 and 20 tons of TNT. Every building within 150 yards of the hypocenter is completely obliterated. But the warheads the boss had with her were some kind of experimental super bomb. So they're actually even more powerful than that. I don't even want to think about what happened if she used it again. Snake, you know what you have to do.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
You got a man 1911
Yeah, a 45. 50 years since the Army adopted the first model, and they're still using them. It's a real gem of an automatic pistol.
But aren't you gonna need more than just one little handgun?
Not at all. When you're in a tight spot or fighting in close quarters, sometimes a handgun works better than a rifle. And if I equip a knife at the same
Sim,
time,
você já explicou
I can
isso, Snake.
instantaneously switch over to hand-to-hand combat.
I see. That 45 you've got there is a lot different from the original, though. Looks like someone did some serious work on it.
It's more than a little. First of all, the feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. It's not going to have any feeding problems. The slide's been replaced with a reinforced version, and it meshes perfectly with the frame. The frame itself has been iron welded and scraped down multiple times for maximum precision. The front strap part of the frame has been checkered to make it dig into the hand. That prevents any slipping. The sight system's original too. It's a 3-dot type. It's got an enlarged front sight, giving it superior target sighting capability.
Trocinho de metal. Como é que isso ajuda pra mirar? Até hoje eu não entendo.
That enhances the cocking control and increases the hammer down speed. They also reworked the grip safety to accommodate the ring hammer. Looks like they eliminated it altogether. This is a tool for pros. The thumb safety and the slide stop are extended to allow for more precise handling. The base of the trigger guard is whittled down so you can use a high grip. And the trigger itself is a long type for easy finger access. The trigger pull is about 3.5 pounds. That's about 1.5 pounds lighter than normal.
Snake,
the
você é um nerd.
has been widened to make it easier to put in a new magazine. The magazine catch button has been cut down low to make it harder to hit it by mistake. The mainspring housing has been changed to a flat type to increase grip.
Vamos uma
And it's
lição,
even been
hein?
fitted with stepping so it doesn't slip from the recoil when firing. On top of that, they added cocking serrations to the front part of the slide. That lets you load and eject cartridges faster in an emergency. Whoever did this is a professional. No question. This thing could shoot a one-hole at 25 yards in a machine rest.
Well, I'll be damned.
Well, I'll be damned.
I've never used a weapon this fine in my life.
Wearing the leaf pattern camouflage, are you? Leaf pattern is a forest camouflage created to provide cover in woodland areas. Now that our involvement in Vietnam looks set to expand, they're thinking about adopting it for official use. It'll help you blend in, especially well when you're hiding in the bushes. Looks like you're using splitter face paint. Splitter is an indoor face paint. Painting your face
Se é
with
indoor,
splitter
por que
should help you
funciona
blend in
melhor
better when you're
outdoor?
infiltrating a building. Pattern clothing, face paint, tactical movements. These are the elements of camouflage that will allow you to deceive your enemy. To camouflage yourself, first press the start button to check out the survival viewer. Then select camouflage.
Já sabemos,
and you'll see two more
já
options,
sabemos.
face and uniform. Choose face to apply face paint, and uniform to change your field uniform. Simple, really. Make sure and choose something that'll match your surroundings. Your field uniform is not just a set of threads to wear. To get the max effect out of your camouflage, you gotta
Isso é
correspond with your
basicamente a
environment.
mesma coisa que tu falou
So no matter
antes,
where you
com
are,
palavra
make sure to
diferente.
choose a camo pattern that lets you blend in. Covering your body is a good start, but a bare face will kill
Pra
even
que
the
que
best
eles fizeram esmiuçado dessa forma? Pra que repetir? Pra que repetir a mesma informação que a gente já ouviu?
To apply face paint, select face from the camouflage menu.
Tá.
The camo index located
Tá,
in the top.
eu quero as coisinhas engraçadas.
I heard you fought against KGB troops in the Virtuous mission, but this time you're up against Spetsnaz. Spetsnaz is the Special Forces unit of GRU, the intelligence wing of the Soviet Defense Ministry's General Staff Office. Spetsnaz troops undergo rigorous training in all types of special ops, from assassination and demolition to intelligence gathering. That and Volgan's loaded, man. His unit is one of the best equipped in the entire Soviet Union, if not the
De onde
best.
foi que o Volgin conseguiu tanta
I heard
grana,
the
será?
enemies you encountered in the Virtuous mission were only carrying weapons like AKs and grenades. Well, it ain't that simple anymore. In addition to AKs, some of the patrols you'll encounter might be equipped with Scorpion submachine guns and shotguns. The Scorpion is even lighter than the AK, making it much easier to handle. Basically, a guy with a Scorpion is not gonna miss you as often as with an AK. The shotgun is a powerful weapon.
Shotgun!
One blast is enough to floor you, and you're likely to be seriously wounded. Watch for that, man. So you've got your uniform and your face paint, but you're on a solo sneaking mission. Your success is based on your ability to survive. That's where the survival viewer comes in. The survival viewer contains...
Tá.
Whenever you find a new weapon or piece of equipment, keep in mind that every weapon and piece of equipment weighs something. The heavier the equipment you're lugging around, the
legal.
faster you'll burn up. When you're using the assault rifle, pressing the weapon button will hold it at waist level. That's nice if you need to drop nearby enemies with some speed, but it's difficult to aim straight. If you need to take more accurate shots, like tagging enemies in vital spots from a distance, use the...
Tá bom.
When you fire continuously...
Tá.
The Mark 22 is a tranquilizer gun. You can use it to
Eu
take
não
enemies
tenho uma
down
Mark
without
22 no momento.
The thing is, the amount of time it takes for the tranquilizer to work depends on which part of the body the dart hits. If you need to drop an enemy in one shot,
Eu
aim
já
for the
sei.
head.
Eu estive fazendo isso.
The Mark 22 Tiger Stripe is a forest.
Ele vai me dar tutorial de todas as camuflagens que eu tenho?
Desert.
Sim, ele vai.
Your field uniform. Pattern.
Tá, agora ele tá repetindo.
I see you caught yourself a green tree python. The green tree python isn't venomous, so no need to worry. It's fairly docile too, so I don't think it's likely to
Não disseram
attack
pra ela que eu ataco.
you. The green tree python originally comes from Australia and New Zealand. It's a really pretty green
Então por que
color,
ela tá
and it
aqui?
lives- Oh my god.
What's wrong?
Snake, what did I just say?
Exato! O que ela tá fazendo aí?
No, after that.
They're a really pretty green color.
I thought so. What was I thinking? Seeing a snake and calling
Tadinho do Snake.
What's wrong with that?
Everything. When a normal woman sees a snake, she's supposed to scream or get sick or something like that.
And you think you're normal?
What was that?
Nothing.
Pega leve,
It's
Snake.
all your fault.
Jeez, I'm sorry. But enough of that.
What do you mean enough of that? This is serious.
No, I just wanted you to tell me how it tastes.
How should I know?
Ugh.
It was awfully pretty, though.
Fixação dela com a cobra.
I see you've got yourself a ration. Rations are portable meals carried by Soviet soldiers.
I've heard some nasty stories about how they taste.
It looks like the rumors are true.
Great.
Hey, you should be grateful. Those things are designed to last. No matter how long you keep a ration, it'll never go bad. And they're surprisingly good for you, too.
I'd take a snake over this any day, even if it's a little rotten.
You are hopeless. That area is home to the Reticulated Python.
A gente já ouviu esse. Não.
Snake.
A gente já ouviu esse também. Tá, 0.
It looks like you've got rid of all the ocelots.
Yeah.
Now proceed with the rescue of Sokolov. According to Eva, you should start by going to the crevice to the north and...
Can we trust her?
What's that?
Eva is with the KGB, isn't she? Can I really believe what she says? How do I know she won't double-cross me?
There are no guarantees in espionage, Snake, only calculated guesses. At this point in time, the KGB stands nothing to gain by stabbing us in the back.
So you're saying I can trust her?
I'm saying the chance that she'll betray you is low.
Ajudou muito.
Of course, we checked the route she gave you against our own data. It looks like a pretty solid infiltration route. It makes good use of weak spots in the enemy's defenses. You shouldn't have any problems. Follow the route Eva showed you and proceed with the mission.
Roger.
First, enter the cave through the crevice. Eva said it was to the north, so head that way.
Certo, então, vamos salvar.
Do you want to save?
Vamos salvar e ver qual é que é o discursinho que vai rolar depois de salvar pra encerrar por hoje. E eu vou ter que editar essa porra desse vídeo depois, graças à desconexão no começo da live, né? Que droga, eu adoro fazer edição de vídeo.
Snake, do you know the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Nope, never heard of it.
These scientists are investigating a place deep in the Amazon called the Black Lagoon, and they get picked off one after the other by this fishman thing. And there was this scene when the heroine is going for a swim, and the creature sneaks up on her from underwater. Oh, I thought my heart was going to stop. I mean, of course, the 3D effects in It Came From Outer Space were a lot more intense, but...
It wouldn't be referring to you coming from outer space, would it?
How rude! Why do you say that?
Because no one on Earth could be as charming as you.
Fine, I'll just get to the point, Snake. Be careful of what's around you when you're in the water. Just imagining you swimming in those jungle rivers makes me think of you being attacked by a fishman.
I appreciate the concern.
Fishmen aren't the only things that'll attack you in the water. Really be careful out there.
Okay.
And don't be attacking any pretty girls going for a swim, either.
Are you calling me a fishman?
Você começou.
Started it.
Pois é, eu também nunca... Calma, Adson, eu já tomei o drink, calma. Bom, vamos encerrar aqui por hoje. Amanhã, como é feriado, provavelmente a gente vai fazer a live mais cedo. Aliás, nós vamos fazer a live mais cedo, vai ser às 5 horas da manhã. E daí a gente retoma aqui o Metal Gear. E na sexta-feira também vai ser live mais cedo, porque eu vou estar trabalhando remoto. Então, valeu, pessoal. Espero que tenham curtido. Até amanhã. Boa noite.